Hey Rob, this is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. I wanted to thank you for speaking to me Thursday morning, and I got this video coming to you here Friday morning, November the 4th. So let's go ahead and talk some stuff here, see how we can bring in some more traffic and figure that out for you. So I have the homepage of the website pulled up, which we will look at here in just a second. Now, I always like to start out on a Google search page. So in your case, you have two locations, one in Kansas City, one in, what is it, Bolivar? Yeah, Bolivar, Missouri as well, which is kind of north of Springfield. So those are going to be your two major areas that you're working, right? Kansas City and Springfield, okay? So Kansas City wise, let's look at this. Now, again, I like to look here and start these videos kind of on a Google search page. Main reason is I want to first talk about keywords here. So these are buyer intent keywords, a type of service, and then attached to a location. And there's a bunch of variations of this, but these are phrases that you want to have within your website so that when people are searching for your services within the areas that you do them, they can find you, okay? And you're more accessible to them. Now, of course, you want to be on the first page of these Google searches as well. Now, how do you do that, right? Well, there's a few ways. One being these Google ads that we're seeing here. They don't always convert the highest. The Google guarantees is going to be the best one that you can do. I think they're kind of not as credible as ranking organically. But again, if you need, customers right this second, this is going to be the best way to do it. Okay, it's fast ROI. Now, greatest ROI over time is going to be ranking organically, and that can be whether what's in the map pack or the actual listings themselves. Okay. Now, being within the map pack, so you got to have, of course, a Google business profile created, filled out, optimized, things of that nature. But you'll get 30 to 40% of your entire traffic coming from this here, this map pack alone. Okay. So definitely something you want to be within to start bringing in the maximum amount of traffic that you can that's coming online. Okay. Now, as well, you would want to be, if you can be within the map pack and within the first handful when it comes to the actual listing, organic listings here too, you'd be bringing in the absolute maximum amount of traffic that you can. So when it comes to the organics, Christian Brothers is the top ranking here. So we'll do them or we will use them for the quick comparison. Okay. Now, I went ahead and I pulled your website up, of course, here. So main reason I'm always kind of looking at a website is first off, is there anything that's instantly going to hold you back? Whether it be slow loading times, any glitches in your website, whether your website's secure or not, and all that's taken care of on your end. So there's no problems there that's going to cause you to not be able to rank when it comes to Google. So we're off to a good start, right? Then also some things, is it user friendly? So user friendly, yes, it is. It's super easy to use. It's clean to see. It's not overcrowded with anything. So a pretty decent looking website overall is how I look at it. Now, the next major thing, and really the major thing that's going to help you rank within Google here, is going to be the content that is embedded within your website, but more importantly, your homepage. Your homepage should be the powerhouse of your website. Okay. Now, a homepage should typically be within 1,500 to 2,000 words of content alone, okay? Now, this is our major piece of content here. So as we can tell, we're going to be quite light when it comes to that sweet spot for Google when it comes to homepages and content. So now also kind of a rule of thumb when it comes to content, whether it's your homepage or any of your other pages within the website, for every 150 to 200 words of content, you should have one of those buyer intent keywords that I talked about when I was going over the Google search page there, okay? Because what that allows you to do is, obviously Google doesn't come in here and crawl your website and look at it like I do, with human eyes. They're reading everything. So they are reading your website instead of looking at it. Now, what again that does is, if they're reading it, you need to make sure it's optimized with content so that they know where to place you within their search engine, okay, so that people can find you. Now, with that being said, I went ahead and I threw you into this paid program I use called Eris. It's great for quick comparisons. So I pulled you guys up into here. Now it gives me this dashboard of numbers. So we can see these first two numbers here. These are rated out of 100 and they are power and trust ratings. Okay, so we have a 0.1 for the DR, which is going to be your power and trust rating for the entire domain or your whole website as a whole. And then the UR is a 8 out of 100, which is your power and trust rating for just your homepage alone. Okay. So if we think of these out of 100, as we can tell, they're relatively low. So we almost have, we have very little to none power and trust with Google as it sits currently. Okay. And that's mostly because you haven't built out many backlinks from referring domains as of yet. Okay. So you're at a decent starting spot. You just need to build out more and make sure that they stay at a high quality. Because when you stay at a high quality, when you get these backlinks from these referring domains that already have high power and trust with Google, some of that credibility transfers over to you. Okay. Now, what that allows you to do in return is rank higher in the higher pages of Google for the keywords that are actually within your website. Now, you only have 19 currently. Definitely for having the two major areas like Kansas City and Springfield, I would definitely think you'd be closer to 70 to even 100 keywords. So that allows more people to be able to find you. Okay. And if you did all this correctly, you would see your traffic drastically increase. Okay. Now, this is the Christian Brothers website into the same program here. Okay. Now they work only Kansas City. Okay. But we can see their power and trust ratings right off the bat are significantly higher just because of the amount of backlinks they've built out. They do have a lot of keywords, so they have a blog within their website. So we could cut half of this traffic out as not being necessarily buyer intent. So they're not people coming in looking for services. They're just reading their blog. But that still leaves us, 1,000 to 1,500 people coming into the website every month, at least interested in talking to them about, the type of services that they provide, right? So that shows you the possibilities of doing this correctly, within a larger market like Kansas City, right? You can expect, 500 to, even thousands of traffic coming into your website every month if you do it correctly. Okay. Now, I went ahead and I say, for the sake of the video too, I'll cut it short after this one. I went ahead and I typed in the same thing except for Springfield, right? So looking for a roofing company in Springfield. Now, our top organically besides the map pack is A1 Guarantee Roofing. So I went ahead and I threw them into the same program again. We can see their power and trust ratings aren't super bad. They're still not the greatest. And they're still bringing in almost 500 people per month to their website. So you could even combine these two different areas, and now you can expect even more traffic coming into your website. So I hope that with this video, you can see the possibilities of if you do this website and internet thing, marketing thing correctly, what it can provide for you. Okay. So, for the sake of the video, I'm keeping it short here. I'm kind of running over how long I like to keep them. So, yeah, there should be definitely some information you can use within this video for your benefit. So go ahead too, if you would, if it's not, an impossible idea, I would love to hear some feedback from you. Did you find the video informational? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Can you not stand, the sound of my voice, so on and so forth, as they all allow me to, help my videos gain more, really gain more quality over time. And then, of course, if you have any questions or concerns about anything I talked about too, please feel free to reach out, email, phone call, or text. Those are all great ways to reach me. And then again, just thank you for your time and have a good rest of your day.